What's up, guys? Welcome to another Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. What the hell did you say?
Bumbleberry.
Okay, that's what I thought. I heard Bumble Bear. Whatever. Anyways, welcome back to the Talking Bull podcast. I did the intro. I screwed it up. Let's move on. Anyways,
Here's some news.
we're a little rusty. Here's some news. Here's some us talking about some news and bitching about some stuff. So, okay, a while ago we reported that. Yeah, no one's watching anymore. We screwed up our whole watch list for not posting for 3 weeks. Whoops. Anyways, we're back. We're good. We should be back every week now. Let's see how this goes. Anyways, right into the news. Toys R Us closing 20% of their stores in the U.S. Yeah, 182 stores they are closing. That is a lot of people not working anymore. In the U.S. Just in the U.S. They haven't said anything about over here. But judging by the amount of people in our Toys R Us, they'll probably close next week.
Yeah, I think they are supposed to be.
Just no one told the employees.
Hey, they still get a paycheck, right?
Kind of figured this was happening after the whole bankruptcy thing. They're trying to save their own asses with this stuff, but brick and mortar's on their way out, just very slowly. Look at EB. There's more Funko Pops in the store than there is video games. So yeah, that sucks for everyone. We have Spider-Man, the TV show, being renewed for a second season. There was rumors that was going to be axed because of, I don't know, Marvel not liking its animated shows anymore. Mm-hmm. So then that came up. I was excited. I'm actually liking the new animated one, so I was glad for that. What else we got here? Dark Universe being reconfigured, so they can. I know, right? Stop it. I don't understand why you keep trying to do this.
Shitty horror films.
Yeah.
They're not scary. They're trying to make them. If you want to go scary, you go scary. You go hard.
Yeah.
Right? And scare the fuck out of me. But no, they want to make franchises out of them. And fucking, we don't want just one mummy. We want 15 mummies, and then we want those 15 mummies to connect to these 3 Draculas, that connect to these 4 werewolves, that connect to...
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not going to fucking work.
Not everything is a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No, and it's not going to work when you're trying to make like a summer $200 million investment blockbuster off of these properties. Like,
no.
You want to make it for half the money and good.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we've bitched about that so much. I don't understand why they don't learn.
Because they're not watching.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to get our videos to them.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds signed a 3-year deal with his production company there, Maximum Effort, with 20th Century Fox / Disney. Mm-hmm. His first movie is going to be Clue.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that could be interesting. There was one a while ago, like 20 years ago or something like that. I've never seen it, but it's supposed to be good. So that's his first movie off of that. I don't know if that includes Deadpool movies. It just said a 3-picture deal, so we'll see what that does.
Look deal,
yeah, basically.
He develops. So probably not.
I like that it's called Maximum Effort. That's just funny.
Not Deadpool.
No, probably not. And then John Cena is in talks to play Duke Nukem.
Oh, I had that on here.
Because
he fucking looks like him. You see this photo?
Yeah. Put some glasses on him, just blonde his hair up a bit. Yeah, perfect. Because if there's anything that's more relevant in the year 2018, it's Duke Nukem.
Well, I mean, it's John Cena, right? Like,
yeah.
In a way, it's The Rock's answer to the Scorpion King.
Basically.
It's like he has to start making these shitty movies and hope that he can actually have talent and make real movies.
Fair enough.
Right? That's what it is.
So speaking of The Rock.
But Duke Nukem is like... That's like when The Rock did Doom. 100%.
Yeah. But at least Doom was still relevant, though. The film just sucked.
Didn't work.
No, that's just because the movie sucked. The last game that just came out for Doom was fantastic.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem, his game was in development hell for what? 15 years before they finally were like, we'll put this crap out. Mm-hmm. That being said, I played it. I enjoyed it. Because I'm juvenile and I enjoy that shit.
Yeah, like...
It's just
it's not relevant. Like,
Duke Nukem is no longer relevant.
It's not going to be...
But he's already got Bumblebee.
Bumblebee is like...
It's going to make more money than Duke Nukem.
Oh, 100%. Unfortunately, you're right. But that's because he's the half-price Marky Mark. Look at him. right?
Yeah.
So you can't keep putting him in all those movies. So
I have a thought. You could just stop putting human people in a Transformers movie and have the Transformers in it.
But the Transformers have been on Earth since the beginning of millennium time, like since the beginning of.
I'm pretty sure they made the Earth.
Like Bumblebee
is Jesus.
No, Bumblebee
is Jesus.
No, Bumblebee's first person he interacted with was Jesus.
Yeah, he was a wagon.
He was a wagon or a donkey or something, like a robotic donkey. Probably in the stable when he was born.
I wish we had we had fans that we could be like, hey, draw Jesus on the cross, and then just Bumblebee in the background crying because he can't do anything. Is that what? What? You can't draw Jesus on the cross? Who's that gonna offend? Catholics?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure they have enough to piss and moan about.
A few bad choices.
So off to my tangent of. When I said, speaking of The Rock, Jumanji is now the biggest non-Spider-Man grossing film at Sony.
Yes.
So it knocked...
Which it goes... Spider-Man, Jumanji.
Bond.
Yes.
So, good for that. It's good to see Sony making money without Spider-Man.
Well, they still made Homecoming money.
Yeah.
But... Homecoming didn't do as well as the other ones.
No, definitely not.
And
well, that was just fatigue with Spider-Man.
It is fatigue.
Yeah.
But it's good to see that they're making money from other characters.
Yeah.
Because they're going to lose Bond, right? Did they not? I don't think they know where Bond's going yet.
I don't think anyone has any idea what's going on with Bond, where it's distributing, because MGM lost it or some shit, and no one knows where it's going.
Yeah. Lost it too. Their partnership ended for the last movie.
Yeah, I read a report after this about Jumanji 3. They want to put it up against Episode 9.
The same day, I was just going to
because they're like, well, look at how much money it made, and look at The Force Awakens, or The Last Jedi, and I'm like, y'all are stupid. I don't care how much money this movie made, you cannot put it up against that. It'll kill it.
Well,
and it's not good business.
This year it opened 1 week later.
Yeah. But again, we've talked about this before. Crunching movies together hurts every movie.
Yeah.
Like, what's coming out? Han Solo's going.
The whole month.
That whole month is screwed.
Is Infinity,
yeah.
Deadpool, and Solo.
Yeah. Why? Like, why? You have enough space to do this. Games have figured this out, that you don't need to crunch everyone into a specific area.
But yeah, like, so this year, what was it?
Force Awakens.
No, not Force Awakens. Last Jedi.
Yeah, sorry.
Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Opened up, and then 1 week later was Jumanji.
Yeah.
And it did obviously well. So they're like...
But Jumanji didn't take it over. I think it's a week 3, right?
Nah.
Because Star Wars...
Second week.
No, Star Wars had a huge drop, but it still was number 1.
But the second week...
Yeah, Jumanji's second week, Star Wars third. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Jumanji's second week is when they took over.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, either way, I couldn't give a fuck about when it comes out. But I saw that article, and I have it right here, where they're like, they didn't give the date to it. Like,
no, there's some guys saying that they might.
The
idea
of like having come up because they want that Christmas one.
Yeah.
They want that Christmas date again. But episode 9 took, instead of taking the same week like they did this year, like week 3, they took week 4. So it's like, well, fuck, now you took our week in a way. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and they don't want to go earlier in the month.
But who knows if 3 will be good? Like,
yeah, that's the
Jumanji was good, but I expected more. From what I heard and what I had seen, I thought it would be laugh out loud funny. Mm-hmm. It was an alright comedy. Like, it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Like, they've all made better movies.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the guy who was, he pointed out something like a plot hole or some shit in the movie, and The Rock, like, shot him down in the best way possible. Basically told him to fuck off. It was great. I loved it.
What's the plot hole?
I don't honestly remember what it was anymore.
Like,
yeah, the movie's good. It's just like I thought it would be funnier with the people that are in it. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, you've got Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and The Rock all in it. Mm-hmm. Like,
who's that other guy standing next to The Rock?
It's Nick Jonas.
He's in that?
Yeah, they showed him like really late in promotional materials.
Oh.
For a while, I thought he was going to be Robin Williams' character in Jumanji.
When he was older.
Yeah, because that's why I thought we didn't see him for a while. But
he's not.
Plot twist, he's not. I'm trying to stay within the same area of stuff right now for like movies wise. Men in Black spinoff getting a new release date. So this one, instead of May 17th, 2019, it's now being moved to June. It'll take it out of the fight with every other big movie at that point.
Yeah.
It is a spin-off of the main Men in Black series. It will reference Jay and the other guy. Okay, that's it.
So it's a spin-off from there.
It's a spin-off from that. It's not the 21 Jump Street spin-off, which according to this article is still in development.
So they're going to have 21, like they have their 21 movies.
Yeah.
A combined movie and then a separate MIB movie.
Yeah. And I'm like,
which is going to happen.
No, because
Channing Tatum is like we were talking about last week. Like
he's done. He's done. He's all done.
Yeah.
And
now they're way too old to do any type of Jump Street thing.
No.
Like, motherfucker was 40 when the first one came out.
Yeah. We got some story details about Solo, a Star Wars story. I don't care. Is kind of what happened. I opened it because I'm like, we should talk about this on the podcast, and then I remember we both don't give a shit about this movie.
Solo, no.
I do not like. Han Solo's gonna get a spaceship. Yay!
And he meets the talking rock.
Yeah. The end.
Did you read about why they fucking got rid of all the expansion?
Yeah, because of Chewbacca.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was very intrigued by that.
So like, yeah, there was an article by somebody in the Star Wars camp. I forget who it was.
Yeah.
And the reason that they got rid of all the expansion stuff before the movie was because they wanted to have Chewie in Episode 7.
Yeah.
And he died off in one fucking book somewhere.
Yeah.
So instead of like retconning one thing,
they retconned all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
And said, oh, well, Chewie's dead. We just got to get rid of everything that came after fucking, whatever the third movie was. Like the sixth movie.
Empire.
No. Return.
We are really rusty.
Everything that happened after Return of the Jedi, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because Chewie died in some offshoot book where, like, I would have never known that. I just would have seen him in the 7th movie. And
yeah.
Like, oh, okay, there's the...
But the problem is we've seen what happens when Star Wars fans don't like things.
Yeah.
Did you see Ren Johnson just shut fans down?
Yeah, he's like, fuck it.
But he because everyone's like, why can Luke throw his thing across the galaxy? Jedis can't do that. Blah blah blah. There's a video of him.
Jedis don't exist.
Yeah, but there's a video of him going to a shelf, opening up like there's a Sith book and like a Force book that's actually still canon. Scrolls to the page, flips through it, and it goes, blah, 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 can totally do this. And it's written and it's actual canon from the fucking universe shit. And he's just like, point made, closes the book, puts it back. So, like, all the fans were like, oh, Jedis can't do that, blah, blah, blah. No one's ever done it before. It's actually written in the fucking, like the rule book. Yeah, the Jedi fucking encyclopedia. I'm like, god damn, it's so funny. What else we got? Oh, they cast Ivan Drago's son in Creed 2. Romanian boxer Florin Banatu. Yep, that's what we're going with.
Cool.
Yep. When I opened this, I was expecting a name I would recognize. No fucking clue. Went cool. I'll watch it when it came out because Creed was good.
Yeah, Creed was good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I like the idea, like the way that it continued the story.
I thought it was great. I think that is it for movies.
Unless
you got some stuff. Okay. What do you got for movies?
Did you see the Captain Marvel?
Oh yeah, the whole hullabaloo about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like it either.
It's a little weird that they went with black and green. And
yeah.
So the official images of Captain Marvel were released yesterday, and she's in like a black and green leather. I
guess it's a nod to her Captain Marvel of before.
Yeah.
As the Kree. Yeah.
So she's in that, and everyone was like, I've seen some people in the comment section though, like, well, maybe the green is, maybe that's for like CGI purposes where they're gonna put in the red.
But these are the same idiot fans who are.
So, like, why wouldn't they just make it red?
Idiots.
You don't need to make it a green.
No.
Green
That's just unnecessary CGI.
You're just spending money because you're fucking Marvel.
Yeah. But those are the same people who were. So remember, they showed off a picture of Ant-Man and the Wasp costume.
Oh,
And,
did you see that?
yeah. And I thought they looked great. And then everyone's like, there's a penis on the front of her costume. And I'm like, where? And then I had to go to a point where someone highlighted it in.
They
Yeah.
circle and highlight.
No, it's just the shape of the wasp. Like his is the ant on the front. And I'm like, stop nitpicking.
That's why
Yeah.
It looks like a penis.
Yeah, because Ant-Man was just like, yo, I'm going to put a penis on the front of your outfit. I'm like, fucking idiot. I hate shit like that. Just finding something to complain about for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we launched a podcast. But I'm never going to complain about a suit. Like, I thought the suit looked
Never
cool.
complain about penises.
No, not once. I thought that suit looked great. And Ant-Man's too. And I'm just like, where do you... Yeah, like... It actually looks like their suits. I just idiots.
But this one took me back. When I opened it, I was like, why is it green?
And then, like, you see all the fan dubs of making it better, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that looks like hers.
Yeah, I got a fan dub of where it is red. And
But then I'm
oh,
like,
it looks a lot
but it
better.
doesn't look like her suit now or the Miss Marvel suit she wore when she was Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, either way, it doesn't matter what they're doing because it doesn't look like any of her suits. How about you just watch the damn movie when it comes out? How about that?
Just not make a Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah, I could give two
So
fucks.
that we could use the word Captain Marvel because following up the next story.
Shazam, and
Shazam.
what the name of the wizard? I saw
name
this
of the
article
wizard.
and I skipped it because I don't care. This
The
is
name of the
just
wizard-
yeah.
Yeah, the name of the wizard in the Shazam universe was Shazam.
Shazam.
But when they had to take Billy and make him Shazam, they made the Shazam the wizard because they gave his name to.
Yeah, they just called him the wizard.
Yeah,
and I'm
so
like,
they're
oh,
like-
who cares?
So everyone's like, oh, what's he gonna be referred to? And like the director is pretty vocal on Twitter and shit like that. He's like, no,
Idiots. Yeah.
he's gonna be called Shazam. They're just doing it for article purposes because it's confusing. But like in the movie, he's gonna be referred to as Shazam.
Yeah.
And Shazam. Like.
I hate this. And then like because of whatever they changed all his powers in the 52 too.
Mm-hmm.
Like each one instead of being like Zeus or whatever was some other bullshit.
Yeah.
And but now it's back to being normal and I'm just like this is so stupid. And if he's wearing a hood, I'm done.
I'm okay with the white hood. I like the.
No,
I'm the white.
I'm at the black hood that we saw in other stuff, the red suit with the black hood.
Oh no, I don't.
I
like
hate that one. The red hood I don't mind. The white hood I don't mind
Yeah,
so
like,
much
I don't
in
like
that.
the white hood
Although I don't know if your superhero should be going around in a white hood.
with the well, like the bigger cape.
Yeah.
With the white hood.
I just want classic Shazam.
Because I never was a fan of the.
I'm not even a fan of Shazam,
But
so
I never did like the short, tiny white cape though. Like
no, that's stupid. Where it's like half on him.
Like half his
Yeah.
back and over the one shoulder. And I'm like, I don't want that. Like
You
I
look-
want a full fucking white.
Yeah,
cape.
you look like an idiot.
So.
Yeah, idiots.
But I am interested to see what the suit should look like.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot this. Logan nominated for an Oscar, best screenplay based on a comic book.
Adaptation.
Either way, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying it wasn't original screenplay. It was adapted.
Yeah, well, it's best screenplay based on it. Anyways, yeah, that was cool. One of like one nomination for superhero movies because at the Academy's eyes, they don't exist.
I'm okay with that. These movies don't necessarily deserve.
Some of them do. Some of them I think are good enough to like Logan should have been nominated for more than it was. And I hate that they just toss him a bone and give him like best makeup.
Oh yeah, those ones are.
And it's like now you made Suicide Squad an Oscar-worthy movie.
Yeah, 'cause it was
Thanks.
best makeup and hairstyle. Like.
So now you can call it the Oscar-winning Suicide Squad, and just like no, that movie has like an 8 on Rotten Tomatoes. My hatred for Rotten Tomatoes aside. What else we got? I got some TV stuff here. The Mighty Ducks are reportedly going back to TV. They're gonna.
that's where it's going.
Yeah, they're gonna do a TV series and a reboot.
Like animated.
No, just TV show, but like the movie.
Oh. I don't know if that would work. I don't want to watch a weekly practice of these guys on the ice. I want like a 9.
If it's like again, if it goes to the 8, 10, 12 structure episode seasons, I'm totally cool with it. But if it's gonna be 24,
well, think about it.
no fucking way.
Even 8 at an hour. That's 8 fucking hours. That was longer than all 3 fucking movies.
You could fit lots of shit.
You're gonna get a lot of fucking family drama. 100%.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, and do you want that?
I just was excited because the Mighty Ducks.
Now I'm poking a hole in your bubble. Because,
Don't poke holes in my bubble!
Fucking 8 to 10 episodes. That's 8 to 10 hours.
Look, I'm already upset about the one news we got to report later.
One Mighty Ducks season.
Yeah.
When all you want to watch is the last 15 minutes of any of the 3 movies when they...
I don't even want to watch the 3rd movie. Because that thing's not good. Yeah.
So, you want 15 minutes of ice time when they're wearing the duck jerseys.
Yeah.
They're going to give you 9 hours of family drama where someone gets drunk, someone's getting a divorce, someone is maybe stealing or smoking cigarettes or drugs on the fucking ice. And the coach has to deal with it because he's a drunk too, because that's why he's there, because he gets forced to go, right? Community service. They'll keep that tie in there. Only you'll see more of it when he has to go to court every fucking episode or check in with his parole officer and do fucking drug tests to be around the kids. Yeah, sounds like a great idea for a fucking series. Moving on.
Previously on Nick's Tirade. We have confirmation that Wally West is now going to Legends.
Yes.
We haven't talked about that, but they finally found somewhere to stick him. Because there's nowhere on the show for him because you need the Flash.
Did you see why the CW, the president came out and said why they won't put more than 4 shows on the network at one time?
Because then every show they have will be a superhero show. No, I didn't see why. I'm just making up reasons.
Kind of, because Supergirl is off the air now, I think, or Legends is off the air.
Legends is off until Supergirl's done its run or something.
And then because Black Lightning's on right now.
Yeah.
Right? So, the president of the CW made a statement saying we don't want the CW to be known solely for its superhero offerings, and confirmed in a recent interview that the network will only air 4 DC TV shows at any one time.
You're already known as that.
You're
the superhero show with Supernatural network.
Exactly. And
now you have 2 of those.
And then it goes, Bloomberg then pointed out that the Arrowverse programming has taken a hit this year as ratings in the 19 to 49 demographic.
That's because they suck.
By 7.5%. However, it's worth noting that the numbers are actually flat with last season when streaming and DVD audiences numbers are taken into account. However, the president isn't worried about audience fatigue setting in and doesn't see the demand for superhero content coming to an end in the near future.
I hate to tell you, but I'm pretty much close to cutting both of them.
I'm on the fucking cusp. And then his quote is...
I watched Supergirl this week over the other 2.
His quote is, the audience will tell you when the fatigue has set in. If you have a quality show or a fun show, the audience...
You don't have either of those.
I was like, you might want to read that quote again and watch one of these fucking shows.
Again,
I don't think he watches them.
What did I tell you earlier in the week? The writers of these shows do not read the sentence above the sentence.
Which was evident in both shows this week, that things did not check out what just happened earlier.
So, quick update for you. We have said over, 33 episodes now of this, that we will never watch Supergirl again. I have watched all 10 episodes of this season, and they are far better than most of The Flash and Arrow from this season, to the point where I watched Supergirl over the other 2 this week, and I was perfectly fine with that. I can't do it anymore. But
yeah, I thought that was funny. I thought we got a good laugh out of
that. We got a kind of an update. I didn't save the article, but I remember it's the Marvel TV shows on Netflix. So it doesn't seem like they're going to add any more of the current slate. So Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Punisher, and
that's it.
No, the team up. They even mentioned that specifically. It doesn't seem like we're going to get any more, but.
Oh, then those?
Yeah, then those ones on at least on there. The guy, I think it was a guy from Disney, saying this, that they want to have long and few. I I forget what the word he used, but they want to keep them there and have them like long series with it. And any new shows will probably end up on their own network. So everyone who was worried about what's going to happen with these shows, it seems nothing. Yeah, seems like these ones are where they are.
Because Netflix, I think, is partnered with them.
They are. For some of exactly, yeah. It's not like there's a weird deal where they have to cut ties, and that's how we lost a bunch of other shows because of deals and shit. These ones are partnered. They were already there. The fact that they're launching their own... We don't even know what the streaming service is.
Yeah.
But from what it seems, it's not going to be straight Disney as what we previously thought, because why else would you buy Fox for its streaming catalog?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a Disney thing, but it's going to have a lot more now to offer.
And next month, on the U.S. side, they're losing Family Guy.
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
On Netflix.
That's crazy. Yeah, we're good. We lost Full House, which is weird. I don't, but I just thought that was weird.
Especially when Fuller House is on
as well. I don't understand I thought that was really weird. There was a few movies and then that series. That was it. That was leaving because I was trying to find out if Family Guy was leaving ours. But I'm like, why Full House? You have Fuller House with the lead in. I don't know. It was weird. Speaking of Netflix, Castlevania coming back this summer with 8 episodes. So there won't be a long wait on that, which is kind of cool. Dragon Ball Super apparently is ending in March. Everyone was freaking out because they showed the upcoming schedule in like Japan, and the show's time slot was filled in by another show, and everyone went, the fuck? Super is just ending its current run. They're gonna do a movie, take a break, and then the guy said like they'll be back. So whatever they replace it with, you get more Dragon Ball, which is cool. What else we got here? We got cool PlayStation Nike shoes. Those look cool. I really want them. $110. Not bad for. It's not.
Like 15 lights in there.
Yeah. That being said, they're probably sold out the day it comes out.
Oh, they're sold out now as we talk about it.
Yeah. You're getting a Lord Draken figure from the Legacy Power Ranger collection, but unfortunately it's exclusive to Power Morphicon, which kind of sucks because that figure looked cool. Plus, that character's cool. What else we got? Iron Man's coming back to the Invincible Iron Man. Shocker. Tony Stark back as Iron Man. Dan Slott is leaving Spider-Man. He's not going to take over Iron Man. Be intrigued to see who's going to take over that. Another little bit of news. We got DC's bringing back the red tights for Action Comics 1000.
I don't know if that's within the issue or just on the cover.
I
could when I read it, I couldn't understand.
Yeah,
I think when I read it, I think it's just for the cover.
I don't know. I saw a new picture of him in the updated suit with the tights on, or with the underwear on. So
maybe
I don't care.
The picture I seen was like an old suit with that Jim Lee did.
I see
he wasn't wearing like the 50. He wasn't wearing the.
No, this one's the new one because it's got the cuffs all straightened out and the end there, and then the suit. Yeah, it looks like the newer suit. So who knows? I'm like, all right, cool. It's cool to see them back. They're iconic. Martian Manhunter is they finally put him back. He's now one of the founding founding member of the Justice League once again, which. If we know anything about me, it's been my gripe for the longest fucking time that they were just like, fuck you, Green Martian, get the fuck out of here. Bring in Cyborg, because why not? So, yeah, he's back in there, which is good. And Cyborg's still a member, so good for that.
Please both worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
Martians and robots. DC also is releasing a Deathstroke versus Batman series. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw that.
I kind of want to pick it up. It comes out in April.
Also, did you see this weird thing? DC superheroes with PTSD will receive aid in Sanctuary. I guess they now have
DC superheroes with PTSD.
Yep.
So people that don't exist have a real condition.
Okay. Yeah. So if like there's a big fight and they're suffering from PTSD, there's now a place in the DC universe where they can go get help.
Arkham.
No, get help.
Belle Reeve.
I said help. Damn it. Yeah. Tom King. He's introducing this place, and they can go there and heal wounds that aren't physical. I just thought that was kind of weird.
A little weird.
But It's kind of
Make a
cool.
whole article out of it, like just name drop a therapist or whatever. Like
it's I guess like the whole point is to
I guess the idea is that
highlight
this should be as big as Arkham and as big as Belgium.
Yeah.
Like they want to push that this place exists
Yeah.
in the world.
So basically, the guy was like, every TC comic is full of violence. It's fun and exciting, and I love reading about it, but we don't talk about the consequences of that, both on the characters and their readers. They, DC Comics, asked me to think about that and do something with it, and we are. We created something. It's Sanctuary. We're creating something where it's sort of like a crisis center for superheroes, and it's going to be DC-wide. All the superheroes, and it's going to be a place where the superheroes who are living violent lives every day can go. Batman gets into a fight every night, 5 days a week.
If they do an issue where Batman's laying on a fucking couch, though, I'm done.
No, Batman is not going to go. Batman is not
going to go to this.
So, a person close to the project elaborated on Sanctuary and said it will be built with advanced Kryptonian technology, Amazonian knowledge, and Wayne money, so the heroes can receive the best care possible. The guy
got to get that Wayne money.
Yeah, the guy who's doing it is a former CIA officer who spent 7 years as part of a counterterrorism unit. So he pretty much knows what the fuck he's talking about
in real life.
Yeah, Tom King, the guy who wrote the idea and thought of it for it. And I'm like, that's cool. It does make sense. Again, these comics...
Not one of the things I think of, though, when I'm reading the books. I'm like,
wow,
they need to go talk to someone.
But
I understand...
Comics for a while have been trying...
The world has got completely fucking different
bad
place.
shit. To the point where, they have to retract an apology for making a joke about the actual Doomsday Clock, about the Doomsday Clock in the comic. That's kind of where we are in life right now. But I understand both companies have been trying to strive for realism within their comics for a while now, as much as you can with, a guy who dresses up like a bat instead of dealing with the death of his parents.
If he went,
if anyone should go to there, it's Batman.
But he could never walk in there.
And maybe he should take a few of his wards with him.
Because, if he went there for help, he'd be done.
Yeah. We Happy Few has been pushed again. It was supposed to come out already. Then it was delayed, I think, until April. And now it's delayed till sometime in the summer.
Oh, I got pushed back.
Yeah, which sucks because I really wanted to play it. And if this is any indication, Amazon might have accidentally released the Red Dead release date, which is June 8th. So if that's...
You said Amazon released the Spider-Man one, too.
That was some other place.
Oh.
I don't know where it was, but that release date was September 28th, which kind of makes sense because people think it's either going to be anywhere between July, August, or September. So if it is one of those, it'll beat the holiday November, October thing, which I'm okay with. And Sony has said...
Because you don't think Spider-Man would do well at the end of the year, like for Christmas holiday-wise?
Not against your Call of Duties, your Battlefields, and all those crammed in together. Look at last year, Titanfall was crammed in, and they sent it out to die.
Yeah, but
I think...
Spider-Man has its own weight to it.
It does,
Spider-Man.
but Arkham...
I won't buy anything else.
Arkham was released in that window too, and it did fantastic. So I think Spider-Man... Yeah, but Spider-Man, I think, needs room to breathe. Especially...
Maybe because it's the first one.
Exactly. And, Spider-Man games have not been good for a while. Even if it is a different studio, people are still like, it's a Spider-Man game. Yeah. Exactly.
It's not like Arkham 3, where you knew you were going to get fucked because there's no such thing as a good series.
Yeah, exactly. 3 suck.
City is, the epitome of where it went, and then Arkham Knight was like, oh, it's not as good as that last one.
Yeah.
Or even Origins.
But we do have an actual release date for God of War. New trailer looked fantastic. April 20th comes out. So
on the corner.
Yeah, so good for that. I'm glad because the new God of War looks awesome, or Dad of War as people are calling it.
Dad of War. Oh yeah,
yeah, kids in it. But
how about Dog of War?
Dog. It just takes his dog on it.
No, just put the words. The other way.
The new trailer actually sheds more light on the story of why he's doing this with his kid or whatever, and it actually looks really cool. It looks like the kid does not get in the way at all. So, yay. stuff.
When you're tripping over.
Yeah, except when you try to hit him with the axe because you got to see if you can do that. It's one of those things in games.
Yeah,
you have to see what happens when you
can't kill.
Yeah, it's like when you jump into a fire or jump off a cliff. You have to see what you can do before the game's like, no, idiot, you can't do that. Plus, man, I hate escort missions in games. So when the character just comes with you regardless and you don't have to like babysit them.
Engage with them.
Yeah, like The Last of Us was kind of all right for that, but like GTA like is the worst fucking people for that.
Getting people into the fucking car with you and driving, and then you gotta listen to them fucking yip. And then when you get out of the car, they don't fucking get out right away, so they end up dying or whatever. Yeah.
I do like GTA 4 and 5 fixed the people in the car dialogue. Because they changed it up a little bit, but it was still kind of entertaining. Yeah. And then when you ran over a pedestrian, that as you do, they actually acknowledge the fact that you just yeah, I really like that. So good for that. Good for that.
I was gonna say something. Fuck.
We saw new footage apparently for Resident Evil 2 remake. Apparently they're building that from the ground up, so that's awesome. They're moving forward with the Charmed reboot on the CW, and
it's going to the CW.
Yeah, and I don't know where they're putting it.
I was just gonna ask. Well, they got 15 CW. They got 15 hero shows. They're only going to have 4.
The stars of the actual show are not impressed, because they didn't ask them anything about it.
It's not their show.
It's not, but it kind of is.
No, it's not.
Especially in the era of everything's coming back. Did you see Murphy Brown?
Yes. So NBC. So this is what happened last week. NBC held a meeting. They got their executives in, and they were like, "Okay."
ABC's got Roseanne.
They're like, so here's what I want to put this. I'm tired of just being in third place. I want to put this sheep out to fucking pasture. What can we do to end this network once and for all, so that Disney comes in and buys the TV stuff and we can just deal with news? So they're like,
Murphy Brown.
If there was ever a show to return, bring back the 75-year-old reporter who couldn't fucking use the equipment that they use today.
Jesus. I read an article about Murphy Brown because I have no fucking clue. Murphy way before us.
Way before, I remember seeing glimpses. If I saw something, if there was a GIF, I would be like, "Oh, that's a Murphy Brown GIF." I recognize the office setting, what it looked like and stuff. And I know there was a shtick with every episode. I think she had a different assistant.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It was I'm just yelling into the microphone.
Thing where every week there was a different assistant. And stuff. But definitely have no actual purpose of the show or whatever.
No, I have no clue. But apparently she's no holds bars when it comes to everything.
Yeah.
So it's gonna play into the the media now and how they're perceived and stuff like that. And I'm like, if it works for them, good for them. I mean, these revivals are coming back for a reason. People seem to enjoy them. So never did I think we would get fucking Murphy Brown, but whatever. Can we have friends now?
You're never gonna have friends.
Okay. Can we have 2 guys and a girl in a pizza place?
I think it's possible.
Man, that would be fucking awesome. Someone email or tweet Ryan Reynolds, because
I think it's possible.
I'd love it. It'd be so great.
Back 2 guys.
Yeah, man. That's just fucking great. I just had an article that I closed because XFL. That it's not really, it's a sports thing, but we kind of talked about wrestling before. So you want to talk about that other big thing that happened in wrestling this week? Yeah. Whatever. Get the fuck out of here.
No. Let's go with football.
Yeah. Oh, Raw did its 25th anniversary though, so good for them.
Yeah.
And
I think it was so they did the 25th. It was on Monday.
Yeah.
And the XFL came out yesterday.
Yeah, and then Sunday's the Rumble, so that's cool. XFL. Vince is trying it again. Sold $100 million in shares to get $100 million.
Yeah, from
WWE. Started his own, Alpha Entertainment to be a completely separate entity from the WWE. He's doing it different this time. He's going to be completely separate. There's no cheerleaders. There's no extremeness of the 90s or, the welcome to the XFL. I'm Vince McMahon.
Yeah, you're not going to have Vince McMahon commentating or fucking like when they had that weird guy commentating the fucking sport thing. And then everything was scripted for him. Like, you had to say these certain beats. And it's none of that.
This is
sport.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a sport.
Yeah. Vince controls everything. It's not going to be single teams. He owns all, 8 teams? 8 teams of 40 guys.
All 8 teams.
Yeah. I assuming he'll appoint general managers.
Well, I'm just like... So in sports, like, the league doesn't own the teams.
No.
So why would you... How can you financially own 8 fucking teams?
That's why he got $100 million.
$100 million would not cover 8 fucking teams.
I'm assuming he'll work out some sort of deal with a sponsor and shit like that to pay for shit. But, I mean, this is just early. Who knows how much money he actually has himself.
Put up some money to host the
They do that a lot too. They pay for arenas and stuff like that. So if they work out deals where they play in it, so who knows? But yeah, so that was cool. He said they were contracted for like 52 weeks to get like the players ingrained in the community type of thing, so people understand who they are. One of his main points was like none of this political bullshit stuff. So like they have to stand up. There's no kneeling. None of that. You can't.
No criminal records.
Yeah, no criminal records. And he wasn't being a dick about stuff. He was saying there's a place and a time for protests and standing up for things. And that's on other stuff. We're just here to play football. And he wants to streamline the game to get it to the 2-hour mark, remove all the bullshit. And
all the commercials.
Basically, yeah.
Seconds apart.
And it seems very split on the internet. Like, this could work or this could just fail miserably.
Again.
So, I
would have
I'm devil's advocate because I think it could work either way.
I think it could work, but I need to see more about it. Like, it will never be... It could work as, like... It has a ceiling.
Yeah.
There's a level that the XFL will hit.
Yeah.
Now...
Yeah, no one expects it to be the NFL.
Yeah,
like,
but I don't think it to be college football either. So like,
college is bigger than the NFL.
Yeah,
so
those are your top 2.
Yeah.
If you aim for 4th place and you hit 3rd, that's okay.
I think that's
beat the top 2.
I think that's realistically what he seems to be aiming for. So I don't see why.
What you want to do is you want to grab those college players that didn't go pro.
Yeah, there's like, what was the number? It's like
because there's a lot that don't
21,000. 13. Yeah, it was like 21,000 players.
Yeah. Don't
make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
That's who you want.
Those are great players that were playing
exactly
in college and stuff.
They're just not NFL calibers.
There's not enough space, or even sometimes just space. It's like you could have made it, but we can only draft so many fucking players. Right?
I want to see.
Those are the people they need to get.
If he does get bigger, I want to see what deal he makes with the CFL. Because the NFL has a deal with the CFL about players and shit like that. So if the XFL gets too big with regards to like players and shit, I want to see what happens with that league.
That would be like 15 years.
Yeah, that's way down the line. But I'm just intrigued to see like how that works.
Years, so like go after those players that don't quite make it.
There's more, and if they want to play football and it looks legitimate enough, they'll play.
They'll play. You can pay them money, they'll play.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they want to do.
And there's
it's going to be streamed or on TV somewhere. Like, you're going to be getting
players want to play. Like, so if you can do that and you can get like streaming on anything works. Like this year the NFL streamed on Facebook and on Twitter. And like Twitch, a very viable option. Look at how many people watched the the Overwatch season this year. One of the first day was the higher rating than the NFL. So, like, Twitch, very viable platform to watch it on. And then if you get the guys from the WWE who watch it to come over to watch this, you're good. You can get sports guys. You got more than enough audience. But
I think it might work.
Yeah,
it's very early, and I just want to see more details.
Yeah, I think name recognition helped and hurt this.
XFL is XFL.
Yeah, because like
you wouldn't want to change it again.
Yeah, because if you change it again, you don't have that name recognition, right? Now he has the name recognition, but new logo though. I saw it. It looks different. So, what are we at? 47. So we could rag on DC some more. because their superhero shows suck.
You
want to talk about the shows? So we've been off for we didn't do the premieres because we were off that week. Now we're 2 back from the season premieres, or the mid-season premieres. That's the word I was looking for. I watched both mid-season premieres of Flash and Arrow. I have also watched 11 episodes now. Is it 11?
Could be.
11 episodes of Supergirl. I haven't caught up on Legends, but we don't normally talk about that anyways. Flash and Arrow.
Mid-season premieres. What did you think?
They sucked. Well, Flash sucked.
Flash was
Arrow to me is directionless, but okay.
Yeah, so I had the same idea today. Watching Arrow, it's a rudderless ship. And going with our XFL thing, I had a sports analogy in my head.
Oh, wow.
Just go with me. It's a rudderless
All right, I'm
ship.
going.
You go and watch our local Detroit teams play something. Just go with me.
I'm with you. I just like old Detroit teams.
Go watch them.
Yeah.
And they might win the game, and you're like, that wasn't... Okay, they won the game.
Yeah.
You know they're finishing at the bottom, though. Like, they're not going to do anything because they have no fucking plan. They have no end game. The whole structure in the offices there is just fucking garbage. That's what Arrow's like. You watch this week, and even last week's Arrow, you're like, oh, it's not a bad episode. But you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's no direction. Yeah.
You're just watching a nice episode, or you're watching a shitty episode, and you're still like, oh, they lost this week, or it wasn't good this week. But but it's not heading in any direction.
No, it's
you're
not.
Getting closer to the fucking end of the season. Like, you're at episode 11. You got what? At this point, you have 10,
12.
I think they do 22, 23 episodes.
Yeah.
So you're at 10 episodes left, and like, we just found out something that is kind of integral to the plot, but
not really. Yeah.
Again, it was one of those things. You find out why James is doing this. That James guy, right?
Is it any important reason?
He's accusing Oliver of shooting his kid with a stray arrow. 1 year ago today, like based on yesterday's episode, it was 1 year ago today. You shot my son when he went to get the other canary from wherever to Bucktown she was working in before she came to Star City, and a stray arrow shot his son, and Oliver's like, but they don't do any idea of like trying to pinpoint. It was weird because like he finds this out and he mentions it's a Felicity and thing, and they don't go into any details of like, well, what were you doing a year ago? Let's check. I'm sure they fucking keep records of this shit. They're wearing body cams, all stuff, and there's no fucking like investigation to where you were a year ago, other than like, oh, you were in that city getting Dana from wherever, and he was like, yeah, but like, did you shoot someone? Could you have missed? Did you hit anyone? Like, no fucking idea or follow through, and then like they're trying.
But how does he know he's that Arrow?
How do they know? When they broke into the fucking thing and they put up the cameras.
But how did he know before that?
Canary knew where she's been to the fucking thing before.
So his whole plan
is to fuck with Oliver for killing his son.
No, his whole plan is contingent on a character who's theoretically dead from another universe. Because if he never met Canary...
Well, he went looking for Canary.
Bullshit.
So
we know about the multiverse?
They don't really say that, like, but he's the one that finds
her.
But
this is the stupid shit
I'm talking. That found her on the island and brought her back.
But how did they know they were on the island? And how did he know who she was if Laurel's dead?
He didn't say.
This is the bullshit stupidity I'm talking about. No, this is the stupid crap I hate that these shows do. So his whole plan is he's mad because his son got hit by a stray arrow, allegedly from a guy a year ago who he didn't know who the fuck he was, but somehow through magic and bullshit and hickadickery-doo, he found out who he was. Bullshit.
He finds out who he was afterwards. Like, how him finding out who Oliver is...
So what was his beef with Arrow before then?
What do you mean?
He's tormenting Oliver and Arrow.
Yeah, like,
was he just gonna fuck with Arrow before? And why is he a criminal mastermind now? Because one guy fucked him over?
Yeah.
Why not just go up to Arrow when he's out on the road and go, bam, you're dead?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's going to become a mass criminal who's a master hacker who was captured, might I add, but the only reason he got out is because Felicity is a fucking idiot.
Yes.
His whole plan depends on someone else being a moron.
I suppose.
If Felicity never let him out,
yeah,
he'd still be in jail.
Oh, 100%.
So this whole fucking thing is moot.
I wouldn't go the whole thing is moot.
His whole plan is contingent on other people.
Well, what plan wouldn't be contingent on someone else?
But other people through accidents. Felicity accidentally let him out.
She didn't accidentally let him out. She wanted to let him out because she wanted to believe that he shouldn't be killed for doing the same thing she does.
Okay, either way, she didn't know who he was, so she accidentally let out the guy.
Not accidentally, though. She deliberately let him out.
But she didn't know he was the master hacker guy.
No, she just thought he was being captured.
Yeah, so she accidentally let out the master hacker criminal guy whose son got hit by a stray arrow randomly last year and died. Why does this show always depend on something that happened 6 years ago?
Oh, I know.
Why can't someone just be pissed off at him now?
Yeah, they beat that dead horse with
like,
time travel.
Fucking Vigilante, who big fucking reveal, is a guy we have no fucking qualms about, but something happened 4 years ago from another show. The particle accelerator shit made him and her.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't even fucking matter.
I do not care.
No.
I do not care about any of these people.
Yeah.
And he's teamed up with Anatoly because Ollie fucked him over. Why not make Anatoly the main villain?
Yeah.
We know he has resources. He has a reason to hate both Arrow and Ollie. Nope, we're going to go with this random guy because we had the fucking guy to play him.
Yep.
I can't. It's so fucking stupid.
That was the point of this episode, though, was like...
I am so glad I didn't watch it.
And then, like, he obviously does some stuff to, like, terrorize the city and kills a bunch of people. But, that was the big, like, reveal, is that, like, that's why he's doing it. And then...
If I was Ollie, I would just been like, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, like...
It was a stray arrow.
Yeah, which, like, they don't even... So, like...
I get it. Getting hit, like, if you're an innocent bystander and you die, it's terrible,
Yeah.
but, like... You're not supposed to become a supervillain.
Yeah, and I don't believe that's what happened, though, because they're like, oh, Felicity is talking to this other person who I have no idea who it was. I think it might be the girl from Helix.
Didn't she die?
I don't know.
I can't deal with this show anymore.
I don't remember. She just keeps mentioning a name.
You know what's good? Supergirl.
And she says, oh, like, yeah, like...
it's probably the girl. The show does not know how to get rid of actors. That's why we still have Black Siren.
Like, yeah, she's looking into it for me, and that James has evidence that, that you shot him. I'm like, what evidence would you need besides the fucking arrow? Like, the head, like, the arrowhead. Like, so, like, they're trying to figure out what evidence he has. I'm like, the fucking dead kid in the arrow? Like, what do you fucking mean?
He's got a kid in the freezer with an arrow in his head.
Like, what do you mean? What type of evidence does he have? Like, we need to find the evidence he has, that way we can, like, see if it's true or not. And they're trying to figure out what evidence and they end up, at the end of the episode, they don't know yet.
So, their plan is to get an arrow that has this kid blood on it. Yeah, because you can't just put blood on an arrow. Wasn't that a previous thing when, that was last year's plot, when Prometheus was killing people. Yeah, they all thought it was Arrow. Yeah. I swear to God, they just throw shit at a wall.
Last year, Prometheus could have been the one to shoot him. He was around.
Yeah. God knows, it could have been Diggle, for fuck's sakes. Like,
it's just a weird fucking plot.
It's lazy. Character. It's lazy and stupid.
And then there's this big thing with Vigilante.
I don't care.
And it bodes nothing.
I don't care. And, apparently, he's immortal.
Yeah, we already knew that.
He's the fucking Bond villain from Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, we already knew he was immortal, though. We found that out when we found
because
who he was.
Reasons. Yeah. No, it isn't. Shut up. This show's stupid. I know. I know. It's dumb.
But
they couldn't have thought of anyone else to be Vigilante.
I don't know what their plan was. So I was watching it today because
I bet you it was what everyone thought, and there was two of them. The district attorney guy who's Prometheus.
Chase?
Yeah, I bet you it was his twin or some bullshit, and they chucked that out the window.
Well, this is what I was gonna say, is like Adrian Chase is the Vigilante.
Yeah.
Like, he is. Like, in the comics, Vigilante is Adrian Chase. So, like, when you're watching last season, you're like, oh my god, like, okay, so that's him. Like, who the fuck is this Prometheus guy? Then there's the flip of Chase
Yeah.
Prometheus. And then, like, we even stopped seeing fucking Vigilante near the end of the season, and then he pops up again right now, and then the reveal was, like, totally anticlimactic. Like,
it should have been Chase again and been like, no, that guy stole my identity, that's why I hated him, blah, 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 blah.
Could have been.
That's honestly better than what they went with.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden her boyfriend, who's been dead for 4 years, is him. And I'm like, where you been hiding?
Yeah. And, like, why are you doing this? Like, it's just... And then, like, so he's helping the bad guys take down the bad guys. And then
except you know he's going to flip sides.
I'm going to tell you. This episode, he flips sides. He's a double agent, been working undercover this whole time. And then he starts helping out Team Terrific.
I can't... Can we... Let's talk about The Flash.
Okay, Flash.
It sucks.
Barry's in prison.
Yeah, because... oh my god, are they inept?
Barry's just in prison. Let's move forward and realize...
Hang on. It's like they hired us to do his criminal suit.
I could have got him off, actually.
There are so many, like...
And some lube.
I understand if you want to write a good, like, courtroom thing, but no, they wrote the most lazy-ass bullshit reason ever I have ever seen on a criminal fucking case.
I think what they did was they wanted to build backwards, so they wrote that ending scene where, like... The judge is doing his speech and the captain's doing his speech.
But that speech makes no sense because they paint Barry as like the most degenerate, horrible human being to ever walk the face of the earth. He's Hitler. Barry is Hitler, according to this judge.
Apparently, this judge it must have been his first day.
He walks around and kicks puppies. Like, I don't know.
It must have been his first day on the bench, and he's never seen another criminal because he's like, this is the worst thing ever.
Barry must have been bored one day and went to this guy's house, grabbed his dog, and kicked it. And he was like, I'm going to get that kid one day, and I just know he's guilty of something. So, like, Davro's body is in Barry's house. Barry's not home. Barry doesn't have any blood on him. All of a sudden, the knife is in his hand, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, Barry walked into the house when the cops were there with no blood on him. So what? He fucking murdered the guy, dragged his corpse into the apartment because there's no wheelchair. Where's the guy's wheelchair? He's permanently bound to a wheelchair. Where is it?
Yeah.
Chucked him behind the couch, and then showered, got rid of all his clothes, and went for a walk. And got coffee.
They got back in the house, though, because they arrest him in the house.
Yeah, so they were there. He walks in the house and goes, oh, Davros, oh, man, you caught me. No, fuck you. And then, like, the only evidence they have is this knife. He doesn't have an alibi?
Yeah, he was at the fucking house with everyone.
Like, cameras everywhere in the, just lazy fucking storytelling. And then, like, of course, because they did the lazy courtroom scene, they had to have Team Backup doing something. Mm-hmm. And Team Backup is taking on Nuclear Man, who, just, like, unnecessary. Just focus on the drama.
Yeah.
Like, the episode...
Freak of the week last week.
No, you could have did a whole courtroom thing where they argued back and forth and pointed out plot holes, blah, blah, blah.
Evidence, created case, having witnesses testify, like...
And then he just leaves in the middle of the...
leaves because he gets a phone, he gets a text message. Motherfucker would not have a phone.
Or let alone answer the text message when he gets one. Yeah. And he's like, I gotta go. And the judge is like...
He's so what was the word you just used? A degenerate.
Yeah.
He was out on bail?
Yeah.
There's no way if he was that bad, they wouldn't have posted bail. Yeah. They wouldn't have let him out on bail.
And, like, so they asked the police captain was like, oh, he's always late, and he went on sabbatical. Does that change your mind about what a great person Barry is? No! He went on vacation, and he was late a couple times.
Yeah.
Like, being late does not make you the horrible scumbag the judge made him out to be.
Got 49 to 157 years.
He's like, you're the scum of society, you're the worst. The Flash is great and fantastic. Yeah, I just signed your death warrant. I can't even with that. It was so, it made me. Though,
yeah. This week, Elongated Man gets his moment to shine. I like Roy. He is.
Yeah, fun. He's cool.
I like his character.
Got a cool costume.
This week he gets a nice costume. He gets his leather jacket and biker pants.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like he joins the motorcycle club that I guess operates down the street from.
Yeah, and then next week Iris is a superhero, so we have that to look forward to.
I guess I'm done.
Yeah. I'm already clocked out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm already
I'm done. I can't.
So Roy gets that. I only wish that Roy did not work on with the rest of the crew. This is the thing that I fucking despise. Is like you don't need these other fucking people. And this whole Caitlyn fucking thing about we need Killer Frost. Well, it doesn't just work that way. I can just turn it on, and then they yell at her, and she gets mad, and then she like switches. It's like they did it last week. They did it this week. That's 2 fucking weeks.
You know what Supergirl did this week? She got her ass kicked by Rain a few weeks ago, and she doesn't know how to defeat her. Mm-hmm. There's a priest who on their prison planet, but it's next to a blue star, and they don't have powers. So you know what she did? She grabbed 2 villains and Saturn Girl, and they went up there. And you know who ended up saving the day? Livewire. Then they killed her. But you know who else was still there? Fucking Supergirl. Like, it was still... She just didn't, like, take a back seat to the plot.
Yeah. It was, I don't... Like, I kind of want them to run with the idea of... Oh, also this week, journalist, computer hacker, military trained, and apparently part legal aide is working on Barry's case to get him out.
Oh, Iris?
Yeah, you got that. So is working on Barry's case to get.
She is a jack of all trades and master of none.
Yeah, to get him out.
I don't understand. Why can't she just be a reporter?
Yeah.
Why does she need every fuck?
What's wrong with a dying media?
Why can't she be fake news? I don't understand. I don't understand their obsessive need to shove her in everything.
But she's just clicking now. Now she sits right at that command center, right? She's just clicking away, telling everybody what to do.
Yeah.
Making sure you're being. She rips into fucking Roy once or twice because he the way he is. And
I would just suffocate her.
To be like, you got to be more.
Can't do that, but
take it more.
I'd be like, who are you? I'm the one with the power. Shut up, you're no one. Yeah. And then she'd be like, we are the Flash. Be like, no, he is the Flash. You are Irish.
We're the Flash. That's all she fucking says. We're the Flash.
I can't. Like,
I think she
just
said it in this episode.
Of course she did. They're gonna say it in every episode now.
Flash.
So
I think she did when she goes because twice she goes to see him.
Yeah.
The person. Yeah. I think in the one moment.
See, Supergirl just goes to get information from her people, and occasionally they're like, "Oh, we'll provide backup for you if you need it." But she's like, "I'm Supergirl. I'm good."
I don't need
it. And the Legion's there right now, and they're pretty cool because they got Brainiac 12, and he looks kind of cool, and he's interacting with the other people while they're trying to do stuff, and like, it doesn't overshadow Supergirl. As much as I shit on Supergirl before, it's actually better, which is amazing. Yeah. Because we put the wrong card in, so we only had an hour to do. So, thank you for joining us on this week's Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We will see you next week. Goodbye.